What is up, fam? Trav Stunts out here. Little night ride. Super wet out. It's been raining all day. Just pissing that Vancouver rain, you know? But yeah, let's get it popping up. It's been a minute since we've done a Honda Grom vlog, so I just wanted to get outside and give you guys some content, you know? Off to the ride today, taking you through some night trails. This wet out. Wore some dirty clothes because I knew I was gonna get soaked. Alright, let's pop her up, bud. A little burner. Woo! A little slippery there, guys. What is up, fam? We just arrived at the local lot here. I wanted to come out tonight since it's a little bit wet on the ground. Perfect time to bring out your mini bike, your dirt bike, anything with two wheels. It's good to learn how to drift, learn some bike control, learn how to slide around, do some little rolling burnouts. It's just good to learn how to use your clutch, use your foot brake, learn how to kind of control the bike if it's sliding out. It's perfect time to learn how to like slide around. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about today. We're going to practice our little Grom slides, our little drifts, do some donuts. One main thing about burnouts is you want to get it high up in the RPM and then bang out the clutch so the wheel starts spinning. A lot of guys like to use the front brake to kind of slip the front brake a little bit. So obviously when you first start, you want to pinch it in hard so the wheel doesn't slip out and take off on you. If you know what I mean. That's happened to probably everyone trying to learn how to do burnouts. Hold that front brake nice and tight to start, rev it up nice and high, bang out that clutch, and then the wheel should start spinning, especially when it's wet out like this. The wheel will easily start spinning. Stay in like middle to high RPM range so the wheel doesn't catch. Once you start to slow down, that's when the wheel is going to catch and you might high side or it might pull out from under you. So always keep the wheel spinning, high RPM. Key for circles, key for drifting, key for rolling burnouts. Don't be scared to use the RPM. When in doubt, throttle out. They have that saying. Especially when drifting in circles and like doing full like Larrys where you're not using the front brake, you really just want to stay on the gas so the tire keeps spinning. You don't want the tire to catch. The more tire speed, the more the bike's going to want to turn and keep rotating for you. The last thing that you want to do is get high-sided out of a circle, and that's usually when it happens when you're not giving it enough gas or you use too much brake. So just stay on that gas nice and heavy, let that RPM just sing. Tire speed always helps for doing burnouts. First, you're going to probably want to learn how to do it with your foot down so you get that comfortability of just learning how to do the spinning around. But yeah, we'll get to it. I'll show you guys how to start up the bike, drop the clutch, lean it over a little bit, and just do the first little basics of a drift or a donut or whatever you want to call it. All right, let's start up the bike. It's in neutral right now. Let's get to a nice little wet spot right here. the first thing that you guys want to do, just shift it down into first gear. What I was saying about, we're gonna do one without front brake first. This is how I first learned, especially when it's wet out. This is a really good way, easy way to learn. So you're gonna wanna lean your bike over just a little bit, your ass still on the seat. Use your leg on the ground to brace yourself a little bit to start. Make sure you're not having your foot on the brake because you don't wanna stop the wheel speed. Like I said, wheel speed really helps when you're drifting or doing donuts. So let's lean this bike over and get it up a little bit, probably to around like 4 or 5 grand, and then just let the clutch out. And it'll start to spin on you, and you'll feel that your first little whip out. It's really easy. Just be prepared if it does slide out, just to kind of lean. And you, if anything, you always want to fall over that way, then get high-sided out of the circle and we get tossed. That's always the worst thing that could happen. So let's try that again for you guys. We're gonna lean the bike over, get that bike to like 4 to 5 grand, and then just give it out. You can see, I use little throttle inputs to keep me in the drift, and that helps a lot. Like you've seen there though, don't be scared to get on the gas. If anything, the gas just helps you keep spinning those circles around. So first, come to a stop, lean the bike over, get the bike to 4 to 5 grand, and then let it out. Keep on that gas, keep on that gas. Keep on it, yeah! Let her sing. And drag that foot nice and smooth. You don't want to be all hoppy, you want to just drag it nice and smooth. That's a big thing. I see a lot of people like hopping their foot when they're first starting. Just let that foot slide, nice and light. You don't need a whole bunch of pressure or weight on it. Just kind of keep it there for bracing, just in case if you do fall down to the side, you can kind of catch yourself a lot of the time. So it's just for safety. Once you start to get good, you can do the circles with both feet up. But that time, most of the time when you do that, you use a little bit of front brake to start, especially when learning. The front brake's a big helper. I'll show you guys how to do a little bit of a rolling burnout now. The same thing, you're gonna wanna have one foot down on the ground, kind of lean a bit more forward for this one, especially when it's dry out, the tire won't get going. But when it's this wet, you don't need to have a whole bunch of weight forward. You just need to get the RPMs up high. When in doubt, throttle out. So pinch that brake nice and hard, front brake all the way to the gas, get it to like 4 or 5 grand again, and then just dump the clutch while holding that front brake. And just stay steady. If you see what I mean, the tire's just spinning. Easy guys, you can just stay there, hop back on. I'll start to let it out. So you want, what do you do when you want to start rolling the burnout? You just want to start to slip the front brake, start to let it out a bit so you start to get going. But keep on the gas so the tire keeps spinning. But just slip the front brake. Let's do another one of those. Hold that front brake all the way to the throttle. Get that RPM up to 4 to 5 grand and then bang out that clutch. Just keep holding that front brake always. You can kind of see, you can change the RPM. But the high RPM always helps when doing donuts or drifting. Burnouts, always RPM. When in doubt, throttle out. And then start to slip the front brake. We're doing a rolling burnout now. And that's basically how you start to do a rolling burnout, guys. That's the beginning process of it. Get that RPM up, start to slip out the front brake, and then your wheel will start to go. Sometimes you'll, if you're not leaning far enough forward, you'll find out that the front end likes to wash out a little bit, especially when it's wet and slippery out. So stay over that bike quite a bit. That's why you see me leaning over like that. Really helps when it's wet out. We'll do another little basics of just the lean over. So to get into donuts, just to start, Crazy Larry's, you're gonna wanna lean the bike over, get the bike to like 4 or 5 grand, and then really guys, just stay on that throttle. Just keep brapping it, little braps when needed. It's almost like a wheelie, like you have throttle control in the donut. You'll feel it once you start to figure it out a bit, and you'll see what I mean. So turn the bike over to the side, get it to 4 to 5 grand, and let the clutch out. Just keep on that gas. Keep on it, just keep on it. Lean, 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 lean. And just keep on the gas. Lean, lean. Gas, 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 gas. Just let it sing. Gas, gas, gas. Woo! Hell yeah, guys. Don't be scared to give it gas when doing donuts or drifting. Literally, that is the key. Just let it sing, guys, let it sing. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you a little different POV of how I'm spinning the circles so you can see my foot slip around on the ground very lightly, just kind of floating around, giving me a brace. But yeah, dump the clutch, get it high up in the RPM, and just keep on that gas. Like, I can't say it enough. That is your life savior for when you're drifting. Just gas out, always. All right, guys, you're gonna see, just lean the bike over, keep your foot on the ground braced, and just let the throttle out. Just stay on the throttle, stay on it. This is with the front brake. I'm slipping the front brake right now. See, I'm not going as fast or whipping around. Just got a little more control over the bike. It's good to learn how to use the front brake. But it's also a lot of fun when you just whip them just straight on throttle. This way too, you can whip them. You come around and you pull the front brake and it allows you to transfer over the other way. So now I'm sliding the other way. Still slipping the front brake while doing this. Pull the brake hard so you can transfer ways. Just keep on the gas, keep on the gas. Woo! Talaria with the Christmas lights, bro. That's fire, bro. It looks sick. Easy to do too. You don't even need to plug it into the battery. You just run a little separate Duracell and you're set up. Should do that to the Grom. That'll look sick. Yo guys, that's pretty much the basics of drifting. I can't really give you much more tips than that. Clutch out nice and hard, keep that wheel speed spinning, stay on the throttle, and just let that tire sing, baby. Listen to that bike just RPM nice and high. It's gonna sound good. You're gonna start to smoke a lot of tires, especially when doing this during the dry. Big bikes, whew, you just cook through those tires on the RPM. But yeah guys, I hope you liked the little tutorial today. Trav Stunts here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.